What's going on, anyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and I'm here to bring you guys some gameplay of Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition on the PlayStation 4. Now, I'm not planning on doing a full walkthrough for the game, but instead what I'm going to do is upload about 4 to 5 different videos for the single player aspect, and then whenever I jump onto multiplayer, I'll probably do about 2 or 3 videos, and depending on how popular the views are getting for the multiplayer, then I may do more. The reason I'm not doing a full walkthrough for this game is because I'm currently busy covering a lot of these newer games that are out, and I just don't really have time to start the walkthrough, especially with upcoming games. But like I said, this is on the PlayStation 4 side of things. If you're kind of curious, do I notice a difference? Well, first off, I do notice a difference in graphics compared from the previous gens and even the PC version. And of course, there's also a few different gimmicks within the game. A lot of it uses the PlayStation 4's controller in a few different ways, and it does feature voice commands if you have the PlayStation camera, just like the Xbox One version of the game. And to kind of give you an idea in terms of the PlayStation 4 controller, the lighting in the very front, if you pick up a torch, the light starts flickering just like the torch in the game. If you fire a gun, you have this basically like a muzzle flash off the controller, and you hear clicking sounds off it as well, which I'll do it right now. See if you can hear. So here's the pistol. You hear the click. Now here's the submachine gun. Then here is you pulling back the bowstring. So just a few different gimmicks like that. And of course this does include all the DLC, including all the outfits, just like I'm wearing right now. And just to quickly show you guys, because I know you guys want me to get straight into the combat. So you got your skill system and all that, and I think it was in... Oops, wrong section. So within your gears over here in the outfits, you do have all your different outfits. You have the default, Hunter, Aviatrix, which is the one I'm currently wearing. You have the Gorilla suit, the Mountainer, Demolition, and Sure Shot. And honestly, I haven't seen the Sure Shot. I want to see that one. Here is the Sure Shot. Hopefully you guys can see it. But since it's cold out, I'm just going to stick to the one I was already using. And of course, every time you're going through the menu, you do hear that off the controller, so hopefully you guys can hear it. And of course, a few instances, like in the beginning of the game, after she falls down and stuff like that, when you're walking through an area with like debris like bones, you can hear the sounds of the bone crushing through the speaker of the controller. And same with the microphone when she's using the radio, which is pretty cool. Looks like he's not going to go anywhere. Alright, here we go, some combat.
How many are there?
I missed. There's another. Oh, there, he's coming now. Come on. Oh, you're gonna miss, buddy. So I like the little gimmicks they've used for the game on the PlayStation 4. I'm not sure what other gimmicks they have on the Xbox One. All I know is that there's voice commands, as far as I know. Come on, pop your head out, buddy. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Bam. So take advantage of your environments because there's different ways you could handle certain situations. And definitely scavenge everything that you can. How did he miss that? There's always a way out. But if you play the game on the other gen, and story-wise, it's exactly the same, just updated in a few different ways. A new model for Lara Croft herself.
Keep her away from the tower. We've got to protect the tower. Stop her at all costs. Come on, get them. What the hell?
We're gonna have a big guy come out in just a second. And here we go.
Out of the way. She's
Good big guy.
You're going down.
And of course, he was no match for me.
Still alive.
Come on now. I don't remember if there was a melee. It's been a while since I played the game. So far, every button I've tried, there's been no ways of meleeing unless if you do quick takeouts. Now, of course, you know, it was stated that the PlayStation 4 side thing goes up to 1080p, but I always record my videos in 720, and that it's always at 60 frames per second. However, the 60 frames per second is not constant. That I've noticed. Of course, it doesn't matter that since you're watching it on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't even go anywhere close to 60 frames at all. I think it's like 24 or 30, somewhere around there. But there is some frame rate drops when there's a ton of stuff going on that I've noticed. So if I were to easily compare this with all the other platforms that I played it on, which was the PlayStation 3 and PC, graphic-wise, it does look better than the PC version. Frame rate, the PC version has better frame rate. And like I said, the other stuff is just like extras, like gimmicks and stuff like that. I mean, if you do not have, you know, the previous gen, which is the Xbox and PlayStation, or good enough PC, and what I recommend for the next gen, then yeah.
I don't recognize the kanji. Were these used in World War II?
Here, it uses the PlayStation 4's touchpad, where you could twist around and zoom in and out of the different artifacts that she finds, or you could use the controller, whichever fits your personal preference. So just another little gimmick. Another resting spot. So basically right now I'm trying to get to that tower and climb up. So I'm trying to send out a radio transmission. So here we get to enjoy some climbing for this video.
Okay, here goes.
I I know some of you are upset because I didn't use the standard outfit for Lara, but you know what? It was cold out and she needed some clothes. Yeah, well, I don't think she's going to go back down now. I know soon that she's going to be using the walkie-talkie, then I'll show you guys what the other gimmick the controller has. Freaking throws, man. Come on, Lara. You can do it. You're a Croft after all. Oh, that was close. Alright, we're almost there. You can make it. Come on. There, we made it.
Alex?
Lara!
I'm at the panel.
Okay. The tower should boost the signal from the transmitter.
Okay.
Alright, find the emergency channel and get a clear signal on your radio before you broadcast the SOS. Hey, we got everything crossed for you down here, LC.
Thank you.
Oh, and by the way, it's also using the tress effects, just like the PC. So if you notice her hair, each strand of hair is basically almost like a mind of its own.
Please identify your situation and location coordinates. Stand by for a response. You're tuned to the International Emergency Broadcast.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Lara Croft of the Endurance. We are stranded on an island in the Dragon's Triangle. We need help and medical supplies. Please respond. Come on. Mayday! Mayday! This is Lara Croft of the Endurance.
This is aircraft Nautilus 177 Alpha. Searching for you since the distress call from your vessel. Almost given up hope.
So had we.
Got your approximate position, but we could sure use a visual.
I'll figure something out.
We'll be heading your way soon. Out.
Lara Croft, you are my hero! Hey, you know, Reyes actually just cracked a smile.
Right. Need a signal. A fire. Fuel, flames. I can do that.
Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right down. That looked a lot of fun, but going at that high speed, I don't know, I think we need to get the Mythbusters on that.
That's one way to get down.
And the string broke, that sucks. Alright, so I'm going to end this part here, and then we'll continue the next part, and then the next videos after that will be like in a different section within the game. But if you have any questions, definitely feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. As I stated already, graphic-wise, I do notice an improvement in graphics compared to the PC version, which I have ran and basically maxed out. But like I said, the game does not stay at a constant 60 frames per second. It sometimes drops depending on what kind of action is going on the screen. But overall, it does look great on the PlayStation 4 side of things. And if you have not played Tomb Raider in the past and you don't own the previous version of the game, or if you happen to own the next gen, then yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a purchase. Like I said, the multiplayer is whatever, but I'll do some gameplay for that, so yes, check it out. But single player wise, the story is great and it's definitely a recommended game. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. And remember, Gamerfuzion empowers your game.